If you want to make over 7 figures in your brand, the easiest way to do that is to hypnotize your customers to keep buying your product. The brands who make north of 6 figures, 30% of their sales come from repeat customers. But 50% of their repeat customers account for the total revenue of their brand. This is because the cost to acquire a customer is getting expensive by the second. And if you don't begin to prioritize repeat customers in your business, you are eventually going to go broke. According to an insight by Bain and Company, your repeat customers can boost your revenue by upwards of about 95%. Now, if you're building a brand, the question now is, well, how do I get customers to keep buying my product? So in this video, I'm going to show you how and why it's important to hypnotize your customers to keep buying your product. Now, to paint the picture, this brand by the name of HomeWorx is a luxury fragrance shop. They sell everything from 3-wick candles to home diffusers to body care products, and it's founded by a renowned perfumer by the name of Harry Slayton. And there was a case study done on their brand when they made the decision to go from solely brick and mortar to shift their business to D2C online. So basically building something along the lines of a Shopify store. Now, in this case study, they were reviewing them on how were they going to shift their presence to online. And what they did was something amazing and you don't see by a lot of brands. What they did was prioritize their repeating customers. By increasing their customer retention by 25%, they achieved a 11x return on investment in the first 90 days of this project. In this project, what they did to achieve this magnificent result was they created a HomeWorx rewards program. It was built based off loyalty, it was based off rewards and incentives. So people and customers can come buy their products other than their competitors. So instead of choosing another competitor's product, they chose their product. So you may be thinking, yes, they had the budget to do this. They had the skills to do this. They had the team to do this. But there is an underrated aspect that we are missing. HomeWorx had a great product. That great product is what allowed them to achieve the 11x return on investment, along with everything else. But having that great product was the firm foundation that everything else stood on. They were already seeing success in brick and mortar before implementing this idea to move their presence online. So therefore, when we look at the outliers, the consistent outlier is that they had a good product, and having that good product contributed to the success that they seen on 11x return on investment. So without having a great product, you cannot expect to have repeating customers. Brands now are so tuned into the marketing, into the strategy. Yes, that's important. But if you don't have the firm foundation of having a great product under that, nothing else matters. And you're typically wasting a lot of money and dollars and time. So if nobody really likes your product, you're wasting time. But why is your product the most important aspect of the business? It's because one, it directly affects your reputation as the founder. As a founder, the brand responsibility will always come back to you, the wins and the losses, despite whose fault it is. I'm gonna give you an example. Think of business owner A. This is business owner A. Business owner A spends 6 figures on the marketing to look good to the public, and it's all to feed their ego because in the meetings and when they're putting out their product launch, they're saying, man, everybody's gonna love this. I can't wait to get everybody's eyes on this. Man, I put my heart and soul into this marketing strategy. All their money is spent to boost engagement, to get the top influencers in their niche for a huge campaign. But the thing is, they only spent a couple $1,000s on their actual product. Now, this business owner has a successful launch because he's a great marketer. He's a great strategist. He has a team full of people who loves to market. They 10x their return on investment in the first 90 days. But in the next 180 days, they lose money and now they're on the verge of their business being bankrupt and now getting put out of business because they have bad product reviews. But imagine your business owner B. Business owner B only spends a couple of $1,000s on their marketing with the goal to use majority of their spend on the actual product. They get great influencers. They plan out an exciting campaign and they only 5x the return on investment in the first 90 days. But in the next 180 days, they 15x their revenue because of their repeating customers. Which one would you rather be? Think about the reputation you want to have as a founder and let that guide how you build your product. Because at the end of the day, product when it's all, when everything else fails. The moment someone takes a sample of your product, when someone gets an idea of your product, the moment they try your product and it's in their hands, that's the only thing they're really worried about right now. Is this product good enough for me to come back and buy it? And if it's not good enough, I'm going to look to the founder and I'm going to say, this was not a good product. And now my perspective on that founder may be skewed. Consider the fact it takes years to build your reputation, but only 30 seconds to ruin it. Don't let your reputation be ruined because you had a bad product, because you want to feed all your money and your ego to make the product look good when the whole time it was not a good product. Why else is product most important? It's because your product creates the brand experiences. Your product creates the experiences that your customer will remember forever. The goal of your product is to create a repeatable good experience for your customer to share to others and to look forward to keep experiencing every time they purchase your product. If I don't enjoy drinking this water every single day and it does not give me the hydration I'm looking for, I'm not going to buy this product anymore. You need to make sure your product is good enough to create an experience for your customers to want to keep coming back towards. Think about drugs. The first time someone takes drugs, when they do that, they experience a high like no other. And the thing is, they keep going back to that drug to chase that same high they had the first time. You want to create an experience similar to that with your product. I'll give you an example. Think about the supplement industry or sports drink industry like Cadence or BPN or Bloom. Some of these top brands right now. Let's start off with Cadence. Cadence created a $2 luxury in a can. They created a product that's worth taking a picture with. They created a product that resembles not just the performance, but the lifestyle behind it. So every time I take their product, I actually had that product today. It was right after a run. I felt a little bit more hydrated. I felt better. I didn't feel sloppy. I didn't feel like I didn't get rehydrated or replenished. That's creating an experience that I'm going to look forward to every single time I get done running. I'm going to look for that drink. Where is the nearest Cadence I can get? Or think about brands like Bloom. They created a product that women love to take a, or think about Bloom. They created a product that women love to take a picture with. Every time I'm on social media and I see the product Bloom, it's them taking a picture with it. It's the women in their workout aesthetic. They created an aesthetic behind women going to work out and actually having a reason to go work out, actually enjoying their workouts. They created a product to where when women get their product, they're looking forward to this supplement or energy drink to support their lifting journey or their running journey, whatever the case may be, their fitness journey. It's an experience that they keep looking for. That's why they're going to keep buying their product. Or think about the product BPN. BPN created a product for people who are driven. The purpose behind their product is for the motivated, for those who are going to work hard. Their product resembles the person who is committed, the person who is goal oriented. Their product shows is for the person who goes out to take their supplements serious and looks for performance while they're lifting and while they're running. They're now rebranding into a hybrid brand for those who want to lift heavy and run far. So therefore, their products must create the experience for someone after they get done working out. For example, they're going to take some of their protein powder. They want to make sure they feel strong. They want to feel good. Or their product G1M Sport. That product is widely known for people to take that before going out on a run. And it gives them experience of having a good run. That's why your product is so important. So ask yourself, what is the experience you want your customers to remember? And what is the lifestyle that you want your product to resemble? Now, brands prioritizing experience are the brands that stay top of mind for the customers whenever it's time to purchase. If your brand is not top of mind for the customer, they won't think of your brand. Then you may be the last resort. And you don't want to be the last resort because then the customer is now stuck choosing between brands and ideas when if your product was just good enough, they would choose you every single time. And then the last point on this. What else your product does is it creates the review about your brand. Do you want Reddit reviews to showcase the good or the bad of your product? Reddit is the place where the truth is going to be told, the unfiltered truth, the truth that you don't want to get out. You will likely see it on Reddit because they don't care on there. Pick your battle. What do you want? What we fail to realize is that the brand experiences we just spoke about also funnel into the product reviews your customer has to say about you as a founder and also as a company. Therefore, that affects your team. It affects everybody, the stakeholders who are part of your brand. Right now, we live in a world where social media is prevalent. Every time you turn a corner, every time you get on your phone, you're looking at an ad, you're looking at some sort of content. You're getting blasted with content and ads and you don't even know it. So in a world where social media and speaking about things are so accessible, you don't want your product to be the one that goes viral on Instagram or TikTok because your product is not good enough. We do not live in a world where we can get away with things easily because technology is everywhere. We're not like our parents. Parents all the time talk about, man, when I was growing up, we can get away with a lot of stuff because they didn't have anybody to record that or post it on social media. And the same thing applies with their product. You don't want to be the product that everybody is talking bad about on social media. You want to be the product everybody is talking good about. So, for example, when Samsung released the Samsung Galaxy Note 7, it was plagued by battery fires that caused this phone to be banned on airplanes. It was recalled and eventually discontinued. The press reviews and the product reviews were so bad, the reputation was damaged, that this cost the company roughly about $17 billion, and it temporarily tanked the brand's standing and reputation in the premium smartphone market. We are now living in an era where the bad about you is much louder than what people have to say about you that's good. Do this and prioritize the fact that you need your product to stand out. You need to create experiences so the product reviews can now be good. And not everybody is getting to the point where I'm searching to find this product. And I go back on this point on Cadence because I feel like they did a great job with this. Every time I finish working out, I'm looking for that product, not just because the marketing is good and I feel like I fit their lifestyle, but because the results I get from after this workout and feeling replenished, I can't find nowhere else in a can. I don't want Gatorade because it's sugary. I don't want anything else because it doesn't have any taste. Cadence did a great job of that. And that's why your product is so important. Nothing else matters if unless your product is good enough. That's why HomeWorx got 11x ROI on their investment. So in a world where advertising costs are at its highest, you need to make it a priority to get repeating customers by hypnotizing them by your product being so good they refuse to not buy it. The core to having returning customers is your product. It's not just the marketing. It's not just the strategy. It's not just the ad spend. It's not just your team. But is your product good enough? Is the formula behind your product good enough? Is the quality behind your product good enough? Unless you want to be known for a company with low quality, that's cheap, and that's a reputation you want, that's fine. But for majority of you out there, you don't want to be known as that. So you must pick your battle and make sure your product stands out. And if you made it this far, drop below in the comments product to let me know you're serious about creating a great product for your brand to have a great reputation behind your business. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Keep stacking your days, and I'll see you next time.